screen name. Come on, Chance, you late.
I forgot it. A Heart to a Family. Episode 106. Comment, like, share, subscribe.
106.
I mean, we did 105 yesterday.
127.
Yes.
Oh.
You need to write it down. Tomorrow will be 128. You setting us back. Chance, look.
What's that?
Either look at my cheese chip.
But what?
Cheese
Cheese
stick.
chip.
Oh, I thought she said cheese stick.
Cheese chip.
It doesn't matter. It's just cheese, Chance.
I know that.
I baked it into a chip.
You did?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You can probably make a pizza out of it.
My bad.
Add the toppings on the top.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Chance, how was your day at school?
Good.
How many more days to the last day?
8.
Wow. I had to work late tonight. Well, today.
Wait, no.
Huh?
Yeah. What? I'm talking to my friend. I'm talking to my friend.
Oh.
Pick one.
I'm not playing it.
Oh. He said he's not playing anything. Chance, what you gonna do for the summer?
I don't know. Probably go to grandma's.
He said I signed him up for that camp.
Aw.
Ezel may have to take you. The Gerald McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He just did a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
When is the camp?
Get off the game.
Playing it.
I think it's June 14th.
How you gonna talk to your friend and be on the call? Get off the
can
game.
tell-
June 14th.
Okay. Don't do it with an attitude, because I will take the game and you
I'm
won't
not
get it.
mad.
Okay, don't be mad. Good over.
Let me check.
Move your game over a little bit. This way you can't eat in your bed. You been eating popcorn in
Yeah,
there?
Ezel is June 14th, 9 to 12. At Taft Stadium.
My back is hurting. Oh.
Hold on, y'all.
What y'all talking about? My head hurt.
Hold on.
I gotta take a shower.
Huh?
I gotta take a shower. I just got home.
From work?
Yeah. So
Have you ain't heard back on the position?
No, the girl I found out today. The girl in HR is on vacation. She come back tomorrow, so I'll hear from her tomorrow because she called me, but I missed her call. I think she probably called when my phone died. So I called her back and left a message, but I think she was already like on vacation when I called her. And so when I went in today, I was expecting to hear back from her, but I hadn't. So I was like, let me go into my Teams and see if she's even here. And she wasn't there. She had her out of office on. So I was like, oh. But I talked to my other coworkers and they said it's just one person that I know of. Dina, she said she hasn't heard back from them yet. So I told her I would talk to her as soon as I talk to Nicole tomorrow. I used to work with Nicole. When I first started at Hertz and Claims, we worked together. And then she went to HR, and then I moved to car sales.
Mm.
So yeah, I should hear back from her tomorrow. That's her office said she returns tomorrow. So
Oh,
I'm wondering why she hadn't called me back. But then I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Was a prank that went terribly wrong. A high school lacrosse star is dead after what police say started as a late night game of ding dong ditch. The familiar prank where teens ring a doorbell and run away. According to investigators, the group of teenagers had been
that damn TikTok.
going viral.
I'm so tired of TikTok. I haven't watched the video. I wanted to do
this one's different.
An honest reaction.
Well, I'm just thinking, what we used to, because
I used to do that though.
We all used to do it.
Like we've all done it. I used to do it. That's why I'm like, that's sad.
You used to do what?
I remember
it's too crazy to me.
We would go to Rolling Greens.
Oh, that's the hood. Y'all lucky y'all didn't get shot.
Don't even be telling on yourself because I ain't know nothing about that.
That's your limitations.
Yeah, you didn't ever do the ding dong ditch.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, Mika, where was I grown? Where did I grow up? Oh, Madison Place. Hell, all of them would have told my baby.
Oh yeah, definitely would have. They probably would have whooped
we called it something. We didn't call it ding dong ditching. When we go to Rolling Greens, it's called nigga
they
knocking.
called it in.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do.
Yeah. I did it like when I first started going to my daddy's side of the family. Like I never I never did that before until I started going over with them.
See there? I'm telling you, on Madison, Owasso, and Norfolk, we did not do that stuff.
No,
this is what's tricky about it.
People would be sitting in that front room, and they see you at the door. Somebody on their porch across the street gonna tell on you.
Exactly.
This is what's tricky about it, though. So, like, I haven't watched this video, but
me either. I just saw it. I thought it was gonna be good.
I'm already questioning. How long were the kids at the door? Is the question.
I don't know.
And then did they get the chance to run away, or did he see them be like, "Oh, I'm about to give me some today"? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
You do 2 to 3 knocks and you gone.
You gotta run. Yeah, you just go.
I don't know, but the part that I didn't get to look at it all, but the part I heard, the man woke up out of his sleep at 3 a.m. He heard somebody kicking the door.
How you gonna say what the video about to say?
Oh, sorry. Well, play it.
We haven't seen this video.
Play it.
But
you're supposed to watch him when we see him.
If they had enough time to wake up, get up, go to the front door,
they
were doing something else.
Yeah,
they must have been there.
Nah, you can't even do that long.
What if that was the police?
I think they was maybe taking turns. Like, okay, now you go. Nobody came, but that's dumb. You're supposed to knock and run. Like, don't go back to that same house.
Hear someone talk. That's my mom.
I don't know.
On mute.
They don't know how to nigga knock. That's the problem.
Right.
Well, it's not that. They just doing it. But see, I think they're doing it to go viral to get the reaction of the person who comes to the door.
Wow. Yeah, that's totally different. That's total.
You TikTokers, you streamers, y'all better watch out. Now, some of these people ain't
gonna
fall for this
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. So it ain't ring the doorbell and knock and run. It's ring the doorbell
and get somebody
kind of maybe step away a little bit, but then you want that reaction when they're opening up the door because it's going viral. What sense do it make knocking and banging on the door and you're running away and you don't have a reaction from the other person?
That's crazy though. That's crazy. I would never do that. I would never knock on somebody's door at 3 a.m. and then wait around for them to open it.
I'm like, what's the point of going viral to see you run away?
No.
So you got to be at a distance or whatever, or off to the side recording the person. Yeah.
Like, you waiting for somebody, you knocking on somebody's door at 3 o'clock in the morning and waiting for them, like you asking them to get shot.
You really are. Like, seriously. That's crazy. Yep. I didn't watch it, so I'm shocked too. I didn't know that. First, I didn't know it was TikTok.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to hit play.
For TikTok when the homeowner mistook their game for a break-in. What was supposed to be a joke quickly turned deadly. Authorities say one teen is dead, another injured, and now the homeowner is behind bars.
They done picked the wrong house. He looked like he grew up his whole life in the hood, and he finally got to the suburbs.
And they went nigga knocking, the nigga answered the door.
Right, that's not cool.
Y'all chose the wrong house.
The wrong house. I just don't understand why they stood
but
around
that
and
just
waited.
goes to show you can't be playing these pranks on any and everybody this time and age. You can't do that.
Now I'm wondering where were they at?
Right. What neighborhood were y'all in? Because
did they just randomly pick this house out, or did they deliberately go to the hood and do this?
They was in Gilcrease Hills.
Because I'm thinking they probably picked this dude out because he's probably the only black dude in the neighborhood and decided to mess with him.
I hope not.
They really went nigga knocking.
Right.
Charged with murder. I'm Kennedy Walker, and I'll walk you through the details. Michael Bosworth Jr. had his whole life ahead of him. A senior at Massaponax High School in Virginia and a standout athlete, the 18-year-old was just weeks away from graduating. But instead of celebrating his diploma, his family is now preparing to lay him to rest. According to the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office, Bosworth was shot and killed early Saturday morning while attempting to film a TikTok prank. Deputies say the incident unfolded around 3 a.m. on May 3rd when a 911 call came in reporting that 3 individuals were allegedly trying to break into a home by kicking in the back door. The homeowner identified.
That's crazy.
The back door?
Right. Why are y'all at the back door?
My thing is,
that's not how any of this works.
Were they knocking? Did they just ring the doorbell? Or are you rattling the doorknob? Anybody that sleep is waking up being startled, you gonna think it's somebody attempting to break in.
Yes. Right. And you're definitely gonna get your gun. If you think somebody's breaking in, it doesn't you're definitely
prime example. I ain't gonna say no name, but one of our aunties, she was in her living room, went to her bedroom about midnight. She wake up after she went to bed. A man is standing in her room.
Yeah, that's scary. What happened?
He could have got shot. She grabbed a bat and told him, she startled him and he just ran out. But he could have got shot.
She should have beat him. I would try to chase him down. Like, what was you gonna do to me?
So when you wake somebody up out of their sleep like that, and sometimes it takes people to wake up, get adjusted or whatever, they're gonna automatically be on the defense.
Definitely, especially if you think someone's breaking in your house. You're not thinking these are teenagers playing a joke. Y'all at my back door. They doing it all wrong. Like y'all doing it wrong.
And this is a
and I'm like, even if it's the front door, it's still startling.
Yeah, it is.
Because you're not expecting nobody to be coming up to your house like that.
But if they're at the back door, you definitely think it's somebody breaking in. Because the front door, it could be the police bamming on the door. I'm gonna get my gun, but I'm not gonna shoot. But if you're at the back door, we gonna shoot and ask questions later. Because why are you at my back door? I'm rattling my thing. It is very sad. He's 18. Like, oh my God, these kids gotta stop playing these dumb pranks.
So now I'm wondering, okay, so he must have shot both of them.
Yeah, he shot both of them.
What were they wearing?
Probably all black.
Does he have camera? Which one's the house? Does he have cameras?
I don't know if that's the house or just the neighborhood.
Everybody has cameras.
Because now I'm trying to think. They charged him with murder.
Why?
But they didn't charge him at first.
So they must have seen the cameras, and something else happened.
Something else had to happen, because even if they're on camera, if I see somebody on camera at my back door, I'm going to shoot and ask questions later. I don't care if you 18.
But you got to remember,
the back door is the problem.
There's 2 boys still alive, so it ain't no telling what they told the police officers.
Y'all were playing a prank and it went horribly.
Their story is going to be different. They're probably going to say, yeah, we were playing a prank. We just rung the doorbell, and it's going to be their word against his.
If it was a TikTok trend, somebody had their phone out.
Right. There's video.
Yeah.
So there has to be something else for him to get charged with murder.
with murder, right? Especially with them being on his property at 3
Then
a.m.
again, I don't know. You know
This
how it is.
27-year-old
They got to
Tyler
prove their
Butler told
innocence.
investigators he believed he was being robbed. Butler allegedly opened fire on the teens, killing Bosworth and grazing another. In the immediate aftermath, Butler was not arrested. He told investigators he believed he was being robbed in the middle of the night and fired in self-defense. Under Virginia law, homeowners are not required to retreat if they believe they are facing an imminent threat, a legal protection more commonly known as stand your ground or retreat law. The statute can give individuals the right to use force, including deadly force, if they reasonably fear for their safety. But that changed when police spoke with the two surviving teens.
See, told y'all.
They go lotto. Why you at somebody's house at 3 a.m. knocking on the door?
Told y'all it's gonna be their word against his, and then now how are they gonna prove he wasn't in fear for his life?
I think that's reasonable. There's footage.
There has to be footage. Yeah, they were doing a TikTok prank, so they had to be recording. Hey, record.
Someone get shot or something?
Well, hopefully they got I'm pretty sure they got all their phones, or whoever was recording the phone.
This is what when you
according to court documents obtained by 7 News, the teenagers told authorities they weren't attempting to break in or steal anything. Instead, they said they were taking part in a prank, Ding Dong Ditch, where they would ring doorbells and run away in hopes of the resident answering the door with no one there. The teens reportedly admitted to police that they had already filmed themselves pulling the prank at several homes that night and were planning to post the footage on TikTok as part of a social media trend. But when they knocked on Tyler Butler's door, the prank took a deadly turn. According to their statements, after ringing the bell, they ran to hide and were struck by bullets and met with gunfire. Both Michael Bosworth Jr. and one of his friends were shot. The third teen wasn't harmed. Bosworth was rushed to Mary Washington Hospital, but later died. The second teen was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Tyler Butler was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, malicious wounding, and 2 counts of use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. And joining me to talk more about this is criminal defense attorney Diane Tuscan.
How are they not going to say he was not in fear of his life?
Right. He's going to get
wake up at 3 a.m.
to somebody knock on his door.
It's unfortunate. He didn't know it was a prank.
Right.
I don't think he purposely just shot to be shooting.
He didn't like, I'm going to kill these people. Like, no, he really thought he probably was being robbed. First off, he's black. He probably looked like he come from the hood. Anybody nowadays should be on edge. If anybody at your door, it don't matter what race you are. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get a gun. I'm sorry. If I have one, I'm going to get a gun. Especially if you keep.
But how many times do you hear of people when they get that banging or knock on the door or doorbell? If somebody is a gun owner and they at home, they're gonna go to the door with a gun.
They definitely
just for protection.
Yeah, because you don't know who's on the other side of the door.
Yeah. They may just be like, oh, let me go see who it is. Let me grab my firearm.
And then you're waking up, like you're definitely going to be scared. He may be into their life. They don't know. That's why you can't be going over random people's houses doing stuff like that. You don't know what type of life they live. But then my thing somebody was robbing him. Like,
what is the purpose of the challenge? You gonna run away and then go hide, and then what? Do they film the homeowner opening the door looking?
That's what it sounds like.
Or do they just film themselves running away?
They know, like. Oh, go ahead. You thought talking about
no bond.
I don't understand why they're doing that to him. It's probably because he's black though. If there was somebody white, they'd be like, yeah, it's self-defense, or he was scared. But no. And then their kids, it's always about race. I hate that. Logically, this makes no sense. It's sad that the boy died. It's very sad. But I mean, what do you expect going to somebody's house at 3 a.m. doing pranks? You don't know whose house you're going to.
And how can anybody say this man did not wake up feeling he was in imminent danger and somebody was breaking in his house?
But listen, now I just don't understand how he had enough time to wake up,
get the gun,
his gun,
right?
Go to the door. Did he open the door? Did he shoot through the door? So the kids were obviously there either longer.
They were.
He saw them coming.
Either he saw them running away and he opened the door and started shooting.
But y'all know now, these young kids.
Then that's murder.
So I don't know.
They're running away from your house.
We gotta see the film.
Yeah, I would like to see that footage.
Diane, thank you so much for coming on today. Let's get right to it. At first, Tyler Butler was not arrested, and then he was. How can police justify this if he thought he was being robbed?
And that's a great question. This case is going to turn on whether or not a judge or a jury will find that the defendant felt that he was in reasonable imminent fear of bodily injury or death. So in Virginia, in order to justify deadly force, you have to believe that at that time in the present situation that you or your family are in imminent harm of death or serious bodily injury to justify that use of force. So I understand based on some of the reports that have come out that the police, I believe, have reviewed cell phone video footage from two of the individuals that were involved in this. So there must be something that the prosecution felt did not justify the force that was used in this case.
Why wasn't he arrested
but that
right away?
Don't mean he wasn't in fear of his life, though. I hate that. I hate that.
What I'm thinking happened is one of the two things I just said. The kids were there longer than they should have been, or he was already up. He got a notification on the cameras. And he either shot them in the back.
Door, though. What do you expect of somebody at your back door?
I'm gonna tell you, if I'm sitting here and I see somebody on my camera that ain't supposed to be here, I'm gonna be automatically fearful because I don't know what they're doing.
As soon as I hear the door open or a threshold, then cool. But it's tough.
Yeah. You just don't go on nobody's property at 3:00 in the morning. How about that?
I mean, knocking on the door and in the back door at that, like state law.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I think the only way he gonna get off is one, if he can obviously say his family was in danger, and then the back door.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was the front door. So I think the back door gonna help him. And if the footage does not show or say anything about them running away and getting shot in the back, where did the kid get hit at?
I don't know. They didn't say. They just said they ran the doorbell and went to go hid. They hid after they rung it.
Now if they hid and stayed in the backyard.
See,
that's another one. That's different.
Yeah, seriously, I'll be in jail, y'all. People crazy. Like, can't protect your own property no more.
I'm telling you, my ring go off. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, you can look at it and you can wait until they pop that door open.
If I had something right here and somebody is at my door and I don't know who they are, I'll be prone to probably grab it too.
Yeah, you could grab it and have it ready, but unless they show some kind of weapon on the camera or you're somewhat sure there's a weapon on the other side of the door.
He was just scared. Imminent fear, danger. You can't nobody judge that for him.
My thing is,
I can't talk. I had sleep paralysis and I thought I couldn't wake up. And
see,
no, like another thing too, though, is like you don't know like what this man has been through. He could have been burglarized before, like seriously. He probably don't take stuff like that as no damn joke. Like, I ain't taking no chances. You don't know what that man has been through before. He probably got PTSD from being robbed and held at gunpoint. So you don't know that. So that's the problem with going to random people's houses and doing stuff like that. Go to somebody that
it seems like
and beat on their door at 3:00 in the morning. They liable to shoot your ass.
Like he facing more of additional charges and years in prison, more so than that man. Remember when the kids
knocked on the wrong door and he shot him?
Yeah, knocked on the wrong door and that man shot at him, and he just went to the wrong house.
Right, to pick up his little sister.
Yeah, he just went to the wrong house.
Knocked on the front door.
They didn't immediately arrest that man.
Right.
And they didn't even do any of that. And he shot him. And then it was some kids where they went to the wrong house. And as they was driving away, the owner came out and was shooting. And I think a girl got struck in the car and she passed away.
The problem now, though, is it's too much crazy stuff going on, and some people aren't taking the chances to be waiting for somebody to come in their house. Like, some people may be in a mindset of, oh, yeah, I ran away this time, but now I got to stay up all night. Now I'm going to have to be on alert, make sure, you know what I'm saying, that nobody comes back. Like, they really, I mean, these times is not no time to be playing around with people, giving nobody no damn second chances when you really don't know what people are capable of. That's why I wouldn't even play around and do no type of stuff like that now. When we were younger, yeah, but now, no. Everybody got a gun. Everybody ready to shoot somebody. Everybody is in fear because the world is just crazy nowadays. There's no telling what can happen. And these kids are the fucking worst. It's the kids that's breaking in people's houses and killing people and shooting random people for no damn reason. The kids are doing this. Hell, they don't give them no pass because they're the ones out here acting like crash dummies. Maybe not. Kids may not be, violent.
It is true. In Virginia, you do not have to leave your residence. If someone is breaking into your home, you do not have a duty to leave your home. However, you have a duty to only defend yourself to the extent necessary. So that force has to be in proportion to whatever harm you think at the time is coming your way. So initially, what he did is not illegal to shoot somebody if they are in fact breaking into your home and you fear that they are going to kill you.
But I guess does it get a little, murky here when, what he thought was happening, especially because, according to reports, this happened around 3:00 in the morning. So most people are sleeping. They don't know what's going on and they hear this noise. So can he say that, he thought it was force because he used that force because he thought he was scared since it was so late at night?
Most definitely. And I'm sure his defense attorney is going to present a defense that he woke up 3 a.m. in the morning. He hears what he thinks somebody is banging or coming through a door in his home. He doesn't know what's happening. So it's going to come down to those details. What transpired? What did he believe was happening when he grabbed his firearm? Where was the victim located when the victim was shot and killed? Were these boys running away from the home and they were shot and killed? That's going to be an important detail, in fact, that is going to have to come out, and the judge and jury is going to have to consider that. Or was the individual, when he was shot and killed, at the back door about to come into the home, or the garage door or the front door? So the location of where the victim is going to be important, and what exactly the defendant thought was happening. Because in Virginia, just being afraid is not enough to justify shooting and killing somebody. There have been reports that they were recording what they were doing at these people's houses as a TikTok challenge and planning to actually post it on TikTok. So we know they're recording some of what they're doing. So I'd want to look at, where was the phone? Was the phone safety for their life at that time? So having a 911 call is helpful because that's showing you what his present sense was at that time as he's making this phone call, what he thinks is happening. All of that is going to be an important piece of evidence in front of a judge and a jury when they're trying to decide, was this force justified? To have deadly force, you have to be justified to use that deadly force.
And regarding the prosecution, I know you mentioned something earlier that in a lot of instances, the prosecution doesn't really like to charge the victims in cases as well. But with the situation like this one, where, like we mentioned, no one just randomly, a normal person doesn't just randomly wake up at 3 a.m. and think, oh, wow, I want to kill someone. With the situation like this, will the prosecution, I'm just trying to figure out, will those teens get any type of, discipline? Now, I understand one of them is deceased, and that's terrible as well. But just
if he did kill them in self-defense and whatever, unalive them, think it was a burglary, do they not get charged?
They're supposed to. If you are with somebody that is committing a crime and that person gets unalived,
so they should get charged for his murder. Why is he only one?
Right, getting charged when they all out here doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
If they was all black, hey.
Yeah, it just wouldn't even be on the news. They have a 30-second clip.
That's just crazy. I don't know. I think I couldn't be on that jury. I could not. Because you can't tell me he woke up thinking he was just going to kill somebody, unalive somebody at 3 o'clock in the
Right,
morning. That
random.
wasn't intentional or anything like that. Now, they'll have to reduce them charges.
Yeah, I don't even think it should be second degree. I think if anything, they should be trying to charge him with reckless homicide. You know, like not second degree murder. He wasn't trying to murder anybody. He really woke up, and this is not a planned event.
And it's unfortunate because it was a prank that went wrong. I mean, you know, that's like why I was saying the other day. The TikTok need to be held responsible for allowing these kids to post these videos and stuff, and then you keep it going viral, so it's just more kids are gonna want to do it.
Right. See how many likes we can get, and then you end up gone forever.
It's crazy.
No life because you
especially when it's viral videos like this. Now, if it's like the dance and stuff, that's fine. But when it's something that can result in somebody getting seriously hurt or being unalived, and is almost on the verge of committing a crime because you trespassing for one. You walking on somebody else's property. That's a crime.
You're at the back door. I still don't understand why. Who thought that was a smart idea? Like anything, go to the front door. We're gonna go to the back door. That's really
all I got. And then all I got to say is, back in the day, we would not have recorded none of this.
Right. They
have no evidence on us.
Right. They record everything now. That's what they do it for, to get likes and views.
Yeah.
People out here losing their lives for dumb TikTok. Like, that's just crazy. Social media.
And now he's sitting in jail. The whole life
trying to protect his house.
It's crazy.
My thing, y'all, I watched. Okay, so we got 5 minutes. I was listening to First 48 the other day at work, and this is just a example of stuff that can happen. So the son, I guess he's into it with somebody. The enemy comes to the door, knocks on his front door. The son notices he has a gun, so the son is not going outside. So the enemy is like, come outside, and he wouldn't come outside. So then the mom called the police, and they left. They came back late at night, probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and shot the whole house up. 2 people got unalived. One of the brothers, it was 14, he was asleep. He got literally a bullet came through the wall perfectly and hit him in the head. He's asleep. This is after they called and everything. You don't know what people are going to do just because they run away. They may come back.
Yeah.
Danger. Ain't nobody taking no chances like that. Especially this is showing how some people are sheltered and they don't realize that other people may have gone through traumatic things, and they've been through hard times or grown up hard. They don't play games like that. This isn't fun. This isn't funny for you to do this at somebody's house at 3 a.m. You can really be scaring somebody,
Exactly.
And then I'm like, why was they up and out at 3 a.m.?
No.
Well, I guess this was the weekend or something.
Their parents is probably on a trip somewhere and left the house to them I don't know. But kids do dumb stuff though all the time. It's just, I would never be like, oh yeah, let's go to their backyard. It's some stuff my friends have done, and I'm like, I'm not doing that with y'all. Take me home. I'm not on no crash dummy type stuff. No.
Now, see, I wonder what would have happened if it was reversed and say, yeah, he pulled out his gun, but they was close enough to grab him or do something to him, and he gets unalived. I wonder how it would have went then.
Right.
Would it still would have been a prank? Oh, we just, what do they call it? Door ditching or whatever.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah, ding dong. Would it be that? And it be a so-called accident, and that wasn't what they were trying to do? They was just doing a TikTok video. I wonder what would they be saying then?
I don't know. I just don't think he deserves to be in jail for second degree.
No.
Like somebody came to my house and I'm the one in jail. How's that happen?
Yep. Telling you that split second can mess up somebody's life
I
and go
know. I
either
just
way.
feel bad too for the parents and stuff. Like, I mean, because I understand these kids really probably thought it was a game. It's a joke. Like, we're not going to get hurt. They probably grown up in a bubble their whole damn life, and they
But
really
you heard her say they did a couple other houses
several
before
other
that.
houses like that, right? You knocked on the wrong door. You knocked on the door with somebody that don't play around with stuff like that. You probably didn't even wake the other people up.
And then I wonder how close the other houses were, because if you got a ring and your ring is picking up activity and they may be going up and down y'all street to find a house, I'm like, he could have been seeing them on the camera. Like, what are they doing in this neighborhood? They up to no good.
You really thinking that they're trying to find an easy house to break into? It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Well, I said, don't take them videos.
Right.
Correct.
Some of those social media platforms need to be held accountable.
Get on the parents' ass?
Yeah, because I'm
Why
telling
y'all kids out at 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. straight up. Well, he's 18.
Now you gotta keep it real. Sometimes the parents don't know their tails is out either.
Right.
Weapons.
Right.
I just when I went to my grandma's house, like she went to bed and we got up and left the house. Nobody was out.
And then look,
we just
how many times that I go to bed and I'm on the other side of the house. You could have been
Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. This wraps up another episode of The Heart of a Family.
Oh my God.
Chance, go ahead and do what you gotta do.
We getting back to this.
Right.
One family.
Endless connection.
Chance.
Endless connections.
We'll have to follow
We're
that
gonna talk
story
about
though.
that one night too. But no, for real, they could have been sleeping, didn't know.
They probably didn't, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
And he 18. Like, some people get their kids a little bit more freedom, hoping they're at a friend's house or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.